Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. Today I really wanted to talk about the difference between movement and seated meditations because I've been doing a lot of guided meditations for you lately, which have been seated or still or standing meditations. And I do apologize if you hear something in the background that seems weird. It's nap time at my house right now for my dogs, and you may hear 100-pound Malamute snoring in the background. High possibility. But regardless, I had a couple moments and I just wanted to reach out and touch base on this because I went to a 5 Rhythms workshop this weekend in Dallas and was very inspired by it and wanted to have this discussion with you. So 5 Rhythms is actually a form of movement meditation. It's a conscious dance practice. So first of all, I am not going to be discussing what meditation is. We specifically, or why you should do it. We all know the studies out there of what it does for the mind. Specifically though, meditation is all about presence and awareness. So when you sit and meditate, you're focusing on the breath in order to calm the mind, calm the body, calm the central nervous system in order to gain all of those mental and physical and physiological benefits that we hear about all the time on a daily. However, I want you to know that if you don't resonate with seated meditation and if it's just too hard for you to sit there and do it, that's okay. You have hope because there are such things as movement meditations. Yoga is a movement meditation, and that's actually the one that I started with. If you're just signing on, say hi. I'd love to know who I'm speaking to. I love to know who I'm speaking to. But I actually started practicing yoga way before I started meditating. And what I learned through my yoga practice was that yoga was actually developed in order to get all the kinks out of your body so you can sit, settle, and meditate. However, it's a stepping stone. It's a process. So as we practice yoga and as we combining breath with movement, it allows us to let go of the thoughts because we're focusing on the movement and the combination of the breath and the movement. So therefore, that creates the space in order, that space that you're looking for between your thoughts whenever you sit. So you can practice walking meditation, you can practice dance meditation, you can practice doing the dishes meditation. You don't have to just sit still to meditate. All you have to do is bring your utmost awareness to your breath and to the functions of the body that you're doing. Now, if you're doing a standing practice or a walking practice or a moving practice, I highly recommend you focusing on these two specific things, is your feet, and not just the ball of the foot or the heel of the foot, but actually the center of the foot in the middle of the arch. Hey Jennifer, it's good to see you on here live. And as you breathe in and you feel the awareness come up through that center point of the foot, like up in the arch, then feel it pull all the way up into about an inch below your belly button, right in the middle of your core. And so I find when I practice standing or movement meditations, I have to tuck my pelvis just a little bit in order to find that space in my core because of my sway back. So you maybe need to be a little bit more mindful of your posture because you are moving, and so therefore we can get thrown off balance. Now, which is better for you specifically is based on where you are. I find it highly valuable to practice both movement and seated meditations because they play off of each other. But I would have never been able to start with a seated meditation first. My personal nature. Hey John, good to see you. I would have never been able to start with a seated meditation first because I am so airy, so fiery. I'm not a naturally grounded person. So for those of you who are maybe like me, who are naturally a little bit more hyper, more energy, little ADD, ADHD, maybe you need to start with a movement meditation like yoga, like a walking meditation, like 5 rhythms, like a static dance, something like that, where you're bringing a consciousness to your movement. However, once you start to feel comfortable with that, a sitting practice I find is very important for me specifically in order to practice being still, because it's not a part of my nature. However, a seated practice, what it does not do for me, it does not teach me how to stay conscious out there in the world. I can be really peaceful sitting in my yoga room with no distractions, but that's not real life. That's not real life. So our movement practice allows us to practice being conscious amongst the chaos. Teaches us how to, when we bump, when we stumble, when we get off rhythm, how to regain our center and regain our focus. So what form of meditation is best for you? It depends on your nature. It depends on your personality. So if you're like me, high energy, maybe you need to start with yoga, maybe you need to start with dance, maybe you need to start with walking. If that's where you are, please comment below, please reach out to me, because I have some tools for you. I have some things to share with you, but you need to let me know where you are. However, if you feel more inclined to needing that grounded practice, or maybe you're more grounded individual anyway, and you resonate with that, then our midday meditations or our grounding guided meditations are a great place to start as well. So the answer is, it all depends on you. I hope this helps you. I hope this serves you. But more than anything, I wanted to let you know that if you've been trying to do a seated practice and you're crawling out of your skin, then try a movement one instead. You don't have to force a square peg into a round hole. You just don't have to do with it. Eventually, you might get to shave off the edges and then be able to slip in. And that's the goal, is to slowly allow ourselves to find that fluidity in between the movement and the sitting, the chaos and the lyrical, so on. So do me a favor, if you have liked what you heard, if it served you well in any way, shape, or form, please give me a like, a love, a thumbs up, comment below, share it with your friends, do what you do, because I'm doing this to serve you. This is not about me. So if this has served you, please let me know. And if it does serve you, I want to continue serving you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Peace, love, and fairy dust, my friends.